Homeland Security now says Mexican cartels are involved in every level of retail crime nationwide. It's costing the U.S. like $100 billion at least. And this news, Congresswoman, Mexican drug cartels and human trafficking cartels, they're moving into retail theft. They're commandeering in-store theft. They're listing items on online marketplaces to ship stolen merchandise worldwide. So now they're profiting in another way off of Biden's border crisis.
Yeah, we know that transnational organizations are not just responsible for that, but they are also responsible for the drug operations that are all over America, pumping fentanyl and killing American citizens each and every day. We also know that transnational organizations are behind car thefts here in New York City, where they are putting them on ports and they are shipping them to Dominican Republic, to Africa, and other areas for resale. So we know that there's a lot of crime happening, and we also know that terrorists on the FBI watch list were caught at the border. And just today, the FBI said that there are individuals that were smuggled here via ISIS that are in the country, and they're trying to get to the bottom of where they are. So there's a lot of reasons to be concerned about Biden's open border policy. And I wish Senator Schumer and the Senate would take some action and pass our border security acts if the president is not going to undo his executive orders that created this mess, because it is a concern. And look, we're 2 weeks away from September 11th. That is my biggest fear as a New York representative. We have to do everything we can to protect our homeland, and a secure border is at the top of that list.
Yeah, I mean, you refer to the FBI reportedly scrambling to find more than a dozen Uzbek nationals who sought asylum. I think they tried to do that earlier this year, and then they discovered, their authorities here, that they were smuggled in by a smuggler who has ties to ISIS. Now, they found no specific terror plot, but you make a valid point here. We're just 2 weeks away from 9/11. We're just a generation from the 9/11 anniversary. We're just a generation away from 9/11. That this Biden border crisis is so chaotic, and they can't now track ISIS terrorist activity at the border. Congressman, let's get your reaction to the White House on this. Watch.
How is it possible that an ISIS sympathizer is sneaking people into this country?
So the intelligence alerted us to a human smuggling network. We moved fast and successfully to disrupt it.
Are you saying that you know where all of the people this ISIS sympathizer snuck into the country are?
If I can answer the question, I'm sure I'll touch on everything that you want to ask me. So again, intelligence alerted us of this human smuggling network. We believe, and we moved fastly, and we successfully disrupted it. So let's be very clear about that.
It didn't say whether they caught them, Congresswoman. Did they catch them?
Well, look, even if they caught those, there could be others, because we know that there were 1.7 million gotaways that had zero interaction with our government. Now, think about this. These people came in and they applied for asylum. What about the ones that totally evaded Customs and Border Protection, totally evaded our government? That's estimated again to be at 1.7 million, not to mention, the 7 million who have entered. So, I mean, it is really a cause for concern. We have been sounding the alarm on this, and it's mind-boggling to me that any politician that lived through 9/11 would be this reckless and this careless. But unfortunately, from Joe Biden to Chuck Schumer to all the others who are incentivizing and allowing this illegal immigration to occur. Now, think about Afghanistan, where they closed the air base there. And we don't know where those prisoners are, where they released from the jail on that air base. Where are they right now? Do we know if they're trying to access our country through the southern border? The answer is we don't know. And that is why communities like mine are so concerned about these shelters opening up, because there's zero vetting and we don't know who's in them.
Got it. Congressman Malliotakis will stay on the story. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on. Okay, we've got a game changer.